Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Redwood News Mornings. I'm meteorologist Aurora Murray. I hope everyone's having a great start to their Wednesday. Quick question, who's still warming up hot dogs and hamburgers for breakfast? We probably have some leftovers still from the holidays, and I know parents out there could probably appreciate that, especially with all the kids still home. They're like, what are we going to eat for lunch? Go finish that food from the holidays. But today may be the last day you'll be enjoying that. But that's okay, though. We'll have more barbecues for the summer because it's definitely going to start to feel like summer for us here along the coast and then also inland area when we start to warm up a bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at a picture that was sent in to us by Peggy Gossi. Thank you, Peggy, for sending this in. This was taken earlier yesterday, and that just showed the break between the rain and then also those clouds we were getting along the coast. We do see some blue skies out there, so it's a beautiful picture, but you can see those marine layer clouds just kind of creeping back into the area. And it did throughout the overnight hours. We got some patchy fog and then waking up to that as well. But as you look at our radar right now, we're not seeing that much green here on the north coast. That's because we haven't got that much rain throughout the overnight hours, just dealing with some patchy fog and also some maybe light drizzle along the coast from that marine layer. Let's go take a look at how deep it is right now. All the yellows and oranges here, that's indicating the low clouds across the north coast. So inland area also waking up to some cloudy skies out there and us along the coast. But as we head into the afternoon, we'll clear out just a bit. But looking at miles of visibility, not too bad in areas of Fortuna where we get less than a quarter of a mile at times, but about 2 miles here in Eureka, a mile near the airport. And if you're traveling north near Crescent City and Klamath, you're also about a mile for that visibility, but you do see those grays along 299, so you may run into some patchy fog as well as you're headed out along the 101, and then even in the residential areas, just taking precaution out there, especially for those early morning dog walkers. Now let's look at temperatures heading out. We're pretty mild to start off our day. 60 degrees in Klamath, upper 50s for us here along the coast. We do have some low 50s popping up on the map, low 60s out there in Redwood. So as we're stepping out, we're noticing that those clouds did pretty much blanket us throughout the overnight hours and kept us pretty mild. That marine layer, we're still holding on to that, but we are going to start to clear out of it heading later into the weekend. But we do have some record-breaking rainfall out there for us here along the coast and inland. We are going to start to warm back up as we head into the weekend. Now, talking about record rainfall, I know it may not seem like a lot, but guess what? We beat a record yesterday here on Woodley Island, and last time we got this much rain was in 1948, just below a quarter of an inch. So that's definitely abnormal around this time for the month of July, but we will take it to add to our totals. And just taking a look across the map that what we received since Saturday, so just about 3/4 of an inch here in Eureka, shy of an inch out there near Willow Creek, and just about 3/4 in Neelan. Now we got a little bit less rainfall in areas like Fortuna and Redwood, but still nice to add to the totals, and just about a 1/2 inch in Crescent City. Now getting that much rain at the beginning of July is definitely record-breaking, and potential rain totals that we'll get today, just a trace across the area to add to our totals. But we will take what we could get right now, especially during this time, and we'll be right back.
Get you caught up on the top local and national stories here on Redwood News Morning. We begin with details of a tragic crash just across the Northern California border in Curry County, Oregon. Authorities say a woman is now dead after a Brookings man crashed his van into a group of pedestrians on the 4th of July. 2 others were injured in the incident at the beachfront RV park. The sheriff says the 66-year-old van driver is hospitalized with a head injury, and he's identified as Paul Armenta of Brookings. Investigators indicate they don't think it was a deliberate act, and they are trying to see if Armenta suffered a medical issue that may have caused him to crash. In Del Norte County, a pair of incidents involving illegal fireworks use have left several people injured and another behind bars. The sheriff says a Smith River woman and a man suffered major injuries after a firework exploded in their hands. When it went off, bone fragments from the woman's hand struck the man in the stomach. Meanwhile, a 25-year-old man is behind bars charged with attempted murder after a stabbing over the fireworks dispute. Bryce Scott allegedly stabbed a 17-year-old in the back after he got into a fight with a group of teens lighting off fireworks in the 200 block of Maiden Lane. Scott is being held in the Del Norte County Jail on $250,000 bond. A Crescent City man has been arrested on sexual assault charges involving an 8-year-old girl. 63-year-old Brian Grady is being held in the Del Norte County Jail. Crescent City police say the man's arrest came after doctors found evidence of sexual assault when his alleged young victim visited a hospital emergency room. Authorities say the girl was apparently related to Grady. Meanwhile, in Humboldt County, a pair are arrested after a 63-year-old man suffers major injuries during a Willow Creek assault. 48-year-old Robert Glenn Johansson and 42-year-old Charla Ann Rogers are jailed. He's charged with assault with a deadly weapon other than a gun. She's charged with obstructing the assault investigation. Police in Illinois are releasing new details about the mass shooting at a 4th of July parade that left 7 dead and more than 30 injured. It's also sparking new calls for Congress to tackle gun violence. We have team coverage with our Blair Miller, but first, here's our Connor Powell.